YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel. All right, so a lot of times, you know, as a content creator here, fragrance content creator, we're always trying to keep things interesting, whether it's talking about the latest fragrance or coming up with a creative list or topic or something to, let's call it what it is. Keep you guys engaged, keeping you, wanting to see what's next with the content. That's just some of the truths of this thing. But the one thing, at least I've noticed with content creating in the fragrance space, is not a lot of people talk about what they just absolutely are in love with currently. Like at the moment, right now, what are you, what are you just into? So I had some conversation about that at work where, someone asked me, hey, how do you know what you're really into at the moment? Like, no matter the review or the season or whatever. And I say, that's a great question. So I really put some thought into it, and not much really, because they just kind of really came to mind really, really fast. So I got 8 fragrances here today. These are the fragrances that are just my favorites to smell, my favorites to wear, like literally right now, today. All right, so let's get into it. Yes, with creating content, of course, you got to have a space where you enjoy what you have. And first and foremost, I'm a big time lover and I appreciate the art of fragrance. So that's number one. The content came down the line, and this is a result. I mean, this is, kind of ties into, I can go to my cabinet and just pull something out to smell what I'm wearing right now. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. We got 8 of these fragrances today. Up first, one of the fragrances that I am enjoying the most right now. It is fantastic, and I've been enjoying it ever since I got my nose on it. From the house of Argos, we have Bacio Immortale. This is just one of my clear-cut, hands-down fragrances. A fun experience when I get to smell this or wear this. This is competing with just being the best leather fragrance in my entire collection. That raspberry note that's in here that is working so beautifully with that leather. It is fantastic. This is a softer leather, a smoother leather that's accompanying that juicy, fruity, tarty raspberry. As you can see, I'm just take as many chances as I can just to smell it, yet alone wear it. So this is just one of my favorites right now to look towards. I really enjoy this fragrance. And it's definitely one of my favorites right now. From the house of Argos, Bacio Immortale. Bacio Immortale. All right, up next, this shouldn't be a surprise. I don't want to say I'm going to take credit for some of the hype with this fragrance, but we've had a lot of conversation about this fragrance over the past month or two, and it's in my top 10, maybe even top 5 of my entire collection. From the house of Mind Games. I smell this every day. Every day we have French Defense. The house of Mind Games is exceptional. The quality, the fragrances, the creativity is awesome. Of course, lately I've been getting the, oh, you're a shill, you've been paid by Mind Games to say these things. I am not, but I'm very truthful that I have a collaboration going on with So Avant-Garde, and I was sent this fragrance, yes. But it has no bearings on how I feel about the fragrance whatsoever. But that's besides the point, because I know the conversation's out there, but we don't care, okay? This is elite, top 5. Number 1, I am crazy about cherry in fragrances. This is the greatest cherry fragrance that I've ever smelled. A boozy, rich cherry fragrance. It almost smells like a bowl of juicy cherries, sprinkled with booze and sprinkled with honey. And then you get this floral hug that comes after a while with this fragrance. That's just one of the ways I could just best describe it. French Defense, it is like that for sure. Top 10, top 5 of my entire collection. Greatest cherry fragrance ever. I love smelling this. I love wearing this. It is great. One of my favorites for sure right now. From the house of Mind Games, we got French Defense. exceptional. So avant-garde, mind games. I got all the codes down below. Save you some money if you're trying to get a sample and see what it's about. All right, up next, recent addition, man. I gotta shout out my guy Chris, man, for sending this my way. So blown away, man. Just the kind gesture to send this my way. He was watching one of the live streams. I mentioned I wanted to get my hands on this, and he said he had a bottle for me, and he sent it my way. And I am just so thankful, not only for him for sending this my way, but just how I feel about this, man. From the house of Essential Parfums, we have Bois Impérial. This is great. Just a gentleman's classic, man. Said to be in the same realm of Ganymede. I haven't smelled Ganymede, but this is amazing. Spices, woods, you get this Ambroxan feel that's pushing those spices and those woods to the forefront. Very masculine. This is a confident style. I love this fragrance, man. It is great for the office. What I do on a day-to-day basis, this is what I want to smell like. Bois Impérial is what I want to smell like. The profile, what it does. This stuff is really, really good, man. It's great, and I've been smelling it every day, every day since I've gotten it. I've grown to appreciate this even more because I had a sample of this a few months ago. Shout out to my guy Zeke Floyd for sending me the sample. But as I grew with it and smelled it and wore the sample, I said, yeah, I gotta get that. And my guy Chris, man, he showed love for sure. From the house of Essential Parfums, one of my favorites right now, we have a Bois Impérial. This is what I'm smelling. This is what I'm going after in my real life for sure. Up next, let's switch up the pace, switch up the tone. This is great. Great for the spring. This is an original from the house of Kajal I'm butchering the name, I'm sure, but this is a floral masterpiece, in my opinion. From the house of Kajal, I believe we have Floral Oud. If you're into florals, you will love this. This opens up with this nice, bright citrus, florals, white florals. I think I get a jasmine, an orange blossom, and a neroli. There's a rose in here. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. You gotta like white florals. You gotta like florals, period, to be a fan of this DNA. But this is awesome. Super unisex. Ladies, you can wear this too. I think this is a very sexy fragrance for the springtime, especially when you're moving out and about throughout your day. If it's a spring wedding you're attending, this is gonna be great as well. This is amazing. I really dig this. I've been smelling it since I got it in back in December. Man. So this stuff is good. I really appreciate it for sure, and it's just one of my favorites right now. From the house of Kajal, we have Floral Oud. Fellas, don't be afraid to mix it up, man. Don't be afraid to mix it up, man. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised for sure. All right, up next, my most recent addition to my collection. This is the matter of fact, the most recent bottle. Shout out to my beautiful wife for blessing me with this bottle. I did a first impression of this and I loved it. I vowed to get a bottle, and she blessed me with it, and I'm appreciative of that because this is awesome. From the house of Ralph Lauren, all right, we have Ralph's Club Elixir. Man, that bottle's clashing with my studio light. Man, best of the line. Whew, I'm a fan of the Parfum, but this is the best of the line. Much more darker, has depth, rich, almost has some smoky feel to it. That iris in here does wonders. The lavender, the DNA is still present. So professional, sophisticated, gentleman-like. This is excellent stuff. I give this a 9 out of a 10. Yes, I give it a 9 out of a 10. And it's a great wear. One of the best designer releases in the past 2 to 3 years. Right up there with Givenchy Genevieve Reserve Privé. This is up there with it for me personally. But I really enjoy this. Glad to have a full bottle. Shout out to my wife for blessing me. But this is good. Absolutely one of my favorites right now. From the house of Ralph Lauren, we have Ralph's Club Elixir. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Huge fan of this for sure. All right, up next, man, this one has really taken my heart by storm. I really Really like this fragrance. It's turned into my everyday. It's an everyday wear. I can wear it whenever, and it's just good. From the house of Yves Saint Laurent, we have YSL Myself. It's something about that orange blossom and amber combination. God, it's so good. That white floral amber vibe. It's so good. I really like it. Synthetic, yes, but this works for me. This is the type time that I am on. And this stuff is just really good. Great for everyday wear. Like I said again, like I said before, that orange blossom and amber combo just works. And I'm a huge fan of YSL Myself. Been wearing it a lot lately. You guys have been seeing it in my weekly rotations, but I smell it at least once a day. It's just a favorite, man, that I just like to get my nose on, especially currently right now. From the house of YSL Yves Saint Laurent, we have YSL Myself. Fan of this, man. Very popular. When it first came out, a lot of people were talking about it. I don't really see much conversation at all, but I am a fan. It's really good. All right. Next up, let's close the show with two of my favorite clones. Outstanding. I think that, yeah, they are clones. Outstanding clones. This is amazing. From the House of Paris Corner, from the Amir line, we have Vibrant Vetiver Delight. Now, I don't know what exactly this is cloning, but I've seen the conversations of maybe something from Byredo or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But what you get here is like 7-Up Sprite in a bottle. You get this white floral, this lemon, and this lime. There's like this sparkling, effervescent type of vibe here. Just get this in the air. I remember just a few weeks ago, oh my God, it's so good. It warmed up quite crazy on the weekend during the winter. This was like early or mid-January. It's really warm. I said, you know what? I'm gonna test this out. I'm gonna go in and test it out while I can, because the cold air came back fast. So while I had the chance, I tested this, and this is a banger. During the summer, I am going to be wearing this a lot. Again, a Sprite in a bottle. That's what you're getting. Big lemon, lime, citrus, beautiful touch of a white floral presence. I think there's like a jasmine neroli feel in here, but this stuff is good. A soapy, clean vetiver. Man, they crushed it here. And there's a quality difference in this one compared to other clones that I noticed with this, and this is good for sure. It doesn't stay in stock, especially during the summertime, but this is good. From the House of Paris Corner, from the Amir line, we have Vibrant Vetiver Delight. Great stuff. I cannot wait to put this into full use this upcoming summer. And last but not least, another one that I just smell every day, one that I spray in the air every day, and they crushed it with this one, man. From the House of Paris Corner, I think this is the, what is this? The North Stag line. Yes, the North Stag line. We have Quatre, which means 4. Which means 4. This is a Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim. Afternoon Swim clone. Orangey citrus. A musk in here. It's got my mouth watering. Orangey citrus here. A musk here. This is awesome. This is awesome. Around that 85 to 90% range of the Louis Vuitton, for anyone who's asking. I do have a first impressions video fresh out the box that I did a couple weeks ago. I love the 2 that I have. I also have Trois, which is an Imagination clone, but this right here is just, it's really good. Growing on me every time I smell it. This is fresh. It is citrusy. It has a musky tone to it as well, at least off my skin and in the air. During the summer, this is going to shine like a star, and I love smelling this. I smell this every day, kind of like a tea, I almost get like a tea-like feel to it, but I don't think tea's in here. like a slight tea intake with that orangey citrus. It's really good. From the house of, I think it's the House of Paris corner, from the North Stag line, we have Quattro. This stuff is in, it's hard. It's going to be hard to keep in stock. I think it just got back in stock on Aroma Concepts. That's where I got mine from for sure. All right. So yeah, those are the 8. Those are the 8 fragrances for sure that I am just loving right now. I smell them every day. I don't wear them every day, but when I open up my cabinet, those have been the ones I've been reaching for. They have been the ones I've been wearing, like the French Defense, the YSL Myself, the Ralph's Club Elixir, the Bois Impérial. I mean, all of them. Yeah, I've been wearing them, and I've been wearing them. I've been smelling them. You get what I'm saying, all right? These have my attention just with the experience that they give me from that olfactive experience. And that's what it's about. That's what I'm enjoying what you have, building bonds with what you have. And these are just the ones right now, just currently, they're my favorites to smell and spend time with, for sure. All right. Obviously, I'm testing stuff all the time and getting information to bring to you guys about different fragrances out here. But I do have that personal thing where, yeah, I am spending time with these fragrances. And they're really, really good. All right. So appreciate the conversation that kind of sparked this video. And it's important to always kind of, I guess recenter myself to say, hey, what are you into? When the camera is off and the conversations aren't being had, what are you gravitating towards? And these are the 8. These are the 8 for sure. All right. So let me know down below, what are you guys loving? What is in your collection that you're gravitating towards? Even if you don't wear it every day, but you're smelling every day or sampling on skin or smelling on the tester strip. What is it that you're loving? All right. Let me know down below in the comments. All right. So hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. I appreciate y'all as always. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And as always, baby, y'all know what it is. Splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. And remember, what you get out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. That's for sure, man. Positive vibes, positive energy. We don't need no negativity. There's too much negative out there in the world. Let's spread positivity, and peace for sure. All right, appreciate y'all. Y'all be cool. Splacker.